Okay. Hello, everyone. Happy Monday. I'm Nicole. I am one of your newest Double Diamond leaders, and I am so pumped to be hosting this Zoom tonight with two of these powerhouse women who encourage me, they inspire me, they hype me up every single day in this business. And tonight, you guys are going to get to soak up some of their insight and their energy too. So, we have Jasmine, who is going diamond this month. We have Mandy, who just went double in May. I'm so excited for you guys. Your teams are running, and it's just so much fun right now with this insane momentum that we have. So, we're going to do a deep dive into the power of discipline, consistency, and mass enrolling tonight. But first, I want to spend a few minutes and let you guys get to know these ladies a little bit better. Um, we all start this business for one reason, and then as we start working, we start setting goals. And as we start seeing the success, we start increasing those goals, right? And, as time goes on, our lives change either a little or a lot, and our lives change with it. So the reason why you joined this business initially may change a little, but at the end of the day, there's always a reason why that motivates us and just propels us forward day in and day out, even when we don't feel like making the effort. And if you don't have a strong why, chances are that without that extra passion, you're not going to work as hard or have that long-term consistency that leads to the massive growth and stability within your business. So if you're like, what the heck is she talking about? That's not that deep. I would encourage you to reach out to your upline and chat about it, because that may just be the mindset shift that changes the game for your business. And if you know what your why is already, share it with us in the chat. We love to see all of these reasons why. So let's start with Jasmine, and then we can go to Mandy. So can you unmute, introduce yourself, share with us a little bit about your why and how it's kind of evolved since you got started?
Yeah, of course. Can everyone hear me? Yeah, okay. Hi, so I am Jasmine. I am now an Emerald. I just re-ranked last month and got that bonus for re-ranking to Emerald. And this month I am going Diamond. So I actually started this business back in 2018. And when I first started, I was working 50, 60 hours a week. And my daughter was finally like going to school full time. She was going into full time kindergarten, and I was actually looking for a second job to just work while she was in school, just to pay for the extras. And then my friend messaged me, said, "Hey, have you ever heard of It Works?" Yes, I was a customer. I forgot about the wraps. I wanted to order the wraps again. I ordered the wraps like when my daughter was just born, and I thought she was going to ask me that. And she said, well, yes, but have you ever thought about doing the business and using the wraps? Because I just earned enough money to take my family to Disney. And my eyes like lit up. I'm like, oh my God, I love Disney. Like, yes, I want to join. I didn't have the money right then. I had to wait until I got paid on payday. I signed up and I started working, and I went diamond the next April, earned a diamond bonus and paid for my family to go to Disney. Now I stopped working, 2022, the end of 2022. I ended up getting COVID and I had some serious health issues. So I stopped, and I just missed this so much. So I restarted the end of last year, and being here feels like home. But let me just tell you, from starting way back in 2018, I was able to go from 50, 60 hours a week, took my family to Disney, dropped my hours, and I only work 3 days a week to spend more time with my family. But my daughter started doing competitive dance. So now I'm trying to work less, not work all that overtime, paying for stuff with this business. But then also, this business pays 100% for everything from my daughter's dance competition, her costumes, her fees, the hotel rooms, every little thing that consists of that is paid with this business. But now the economy and inflation, I have to make more to make up for that. And so I'm going after Diamond. I am going Diamond this month to get that bonus to start paying off credit card debt without me having to work so much overtime and still paying for competitive dance. So that's my why.
That's amazing. Okay, Mandy, do you want to jump in?
Hey, Mandy Hetzner here. I am gonna get emotional. I am a recent double diamond. Literally never thought I would say that. And I am a full-time working mama of 2 young kids. One of them right here. She just turned 8 not too long ago. Back in March of 2021, well, previous to that, so pandemic hit. I had been working in children's foster care and then got promoted at the end of 2019 to a position 2 steps down from the CEO for the agency I worked for at the time. So I had my dream job. I got to a position I needed to get to, and then the pandemic hit and I was furloughed, and then eventually in June 2020, I was let go because my job was not considered essential. So I was lost. A career I worked 20 years to get to was gone, and I didn't know what to do. I was in a deficit financially, emotionally, mentally. I was just lost. And so I just focused on my kids, and just luckily we had my husband working full time and I got good unemployment. So I just worked it out. And then in March of 2021, I saw this girl posting and just living the life, and I wanted that. I wanted that. I wanted something. I needed something. So literally in March of 2021, not only did I get a full-time job, but I also joined this opportunity. And so I just hit the ground running with everything. And man, the rest is history. Like it's been really life-changing. And I'll go into it more, but yeah, that's my little backstory.
Oh, I love it. That's amazing. It's so powerful. It's so relatable. I think we can all relate to everything you guys just said. I mean, and the other thing I want to say about this is, motivation is a feeling, but it's discipline that really matters the most at the end of the day. And I can guarantee that a huge part of the reason that these two have seen so much success in their business is because they have a powerful reason to push forward and be disciplined, even when they don't feel motivated, right? So, on that note, let's hear from Jasmine first. Can you tell us a little bit about your daily work tasks, like the non-negotiable things you do every day that helped you get, I don't even know how many API orders she had last month, but it was a lot, and she enrolled at least 29 customers that I know of. So can you just kind of walk us through your tasks, your non-negotiables, just kind of your workflow to be able to be that mass customer enroller and bring in a large amount of volume?
Yeah, absolutely. So there's some things that I do every single day, no matter what, no matter how busy I am. I do these 4 things. I post, I message, I follow up, and I grow my network. Posting every single morning when I wake up, I post my stories. I'm on there talking to people. I am using my gummies. I am being a product of the product. I started doing burn and slimming gummies the beginning of April, and I'm down 16 pounds, and I talk to people about that. So my stories, you can post to your stories, your Facebook. I post every single day on my Facebook something about the business, but not only the business, I also share about myself. Messaging, I'm always trying to talk to new people every single day. Every single day. Following up. If I talk to you and you don't tell me no, I'm going to follow up with you. I use my calendar on my phone and I put you for Friday. If it's close to the end of the month, I literally put you the next day. And then for instance, last month we had 2 different times, I think it was 20% off. I'm not 100% sure, but I think 2 different times they offered that 20% off. And I went through my whole entire, every single person that has ever been in my calendar on Fridays. I even go back once. And if they don't order, I will go back to them and I will say, hey, we are offering 20% off, whatever deal it is. Like right now, we have the Skinny Hydrate. I follow up with every single person that I have on my calendar, even if they told me, hey, I can't order for 2 weeks, or if they just ghosted me, just to let you know, we have this when you order. And I actually message all my old customers as well that I've signed, even if they have their auto shipment on, it's 20% off right now. You know, can we get you anything? What else do you want? And that's kind of like my messaging and my following up every single day and growing my network. The big thing that helps me grow my network is I'm doing host to post every single day. Not only am I messaging new people, I am also like reaching other people's network. You know what I mean? Because if you're new or you're old, regardless, you are going to eventually run out of your personal network. So you have to reach out to other people. So I try to get up post to post every single day. And the follow-up really is key to that.
That's awesome. I love how you said, I do 4 things. And it's just that simple. It's not always easy, but it really is that simple. And each of those 4 things have their own different components to them. It's not just like 1, 2, 3, 4. It takes some effort, but in your brain, every day I do 4 things. Like, who doesn't have time to do 4 things? That's just the best breakdown. I love that. And then the other thing that I love that you said was you follow up every time. This company gives us so many different promotions and deals. You follow up every time, not just on Fridays, not just once a month or when you feel like it or whatever. Every time there's a new deal, you're still letting everybody know. And I love that because it's the perfect way to stay on top of your list of potentials and stay on top of your follow-ups, is because we have a different reason to follow up every few days, right? And then the other thing that you said when you were talking about your follow-ups, and you said it twice, was I follow up, I go down my list and I let them know this stuff, even if whatever, even if they said this, if they said that, even if they said all of this, I'm still going to let them know that we have these new deals. Like, that was amazing. I'm sitting here taking notes myself right now. So that was great. Thank you, Jasmine. So Mandy, I am dying to hear all the things about how you were able to push forward to the very end to promote not only your account, but your husband's account as well at the end of the month to claim these bonuses. So I want to know not only the tasks and the work you did to get there, but can you talk a little bit how you lead your team from the front and inspire them as well and teach them, because they are running so hard right there with you, and just the belief that it takes to get you to keep pushing forward until the very end and actually make it happen.
Yeah, so I'll back up. So when I joined in March 2021, I was just ignorance on fire. I didn't know exactly what I was doing, but I was just determined because I wanted something more. And like everything around me had crumbled, like not everything. I had my family, luckily, and I'm blessed for that, but I just needed something more. And so I decided I'm going to tune into the Zooms. I'm going to go to the events. I'm going to do whatever I can to absorb the things because, as you stay close to the fire, you just you catch the vision and it's like contagious and you want more of it, right? So that was the first thing I did initially when I started to want to get to the point. But honestly, I did not get on fire right away when I joined. I had to learn the process, but I also had to work on myself. And that's something I didn't realize I needed to do until I was, a year into it. I'm like, wait a minute, I really need to do something. Something's amiss. And so I was confident as heck. Like, you meet me, I'm confident. But what I was really struggling with, and I didn't realize it, was worthiness. And so that's when I really started to dive into the personal development, really get in touch with who I am and why I didn't feel like I was worthy. Because honestly, like this started way back when I was younger, and I don't know why. I'm adopted, but I always felt worthy of the family I was part of because they're so loving. But even in elementary school, I wouldn't raise my hand. In choir, I wouldn't audition for a solo because I just thought, no, that's for so and so, right? And I just would count myself out of so many things. And it wasn't until I'm like, no, why not me? Like, why not me? And why not me lead a really good example for my two daughters about how you can do all the things and be strong and be confident and also be sensitive at the same time. And so I just started believing in myself. And that's when it started to change in January 2023. I started believing in myself and then putting in the work. Like Jasmine was saying, everything Jasmine does, I do. And I work full time as well. So I just fit it to the pockets of my day. Literally, when you read back the replay or watch the replay, like what Jasmine does, I do. And another thing that I do that was so important is that even when I didn't have a running team, I was pouring into people. And I started to realize that if I needed to be poured into, then perhaps the people around me needed to be poured into. So I just started to build those connections that had nothing to do with the business, like getting to know them. Like people on your team, do you really know them? Do you know their life? Do you know what they're going through? Like just those little bits really pulls people in and they're like, oh, I'm not in this alone, you know? And so that's what I really started doing and focus on. And then as it happened, it's like when it's like the Field of Dreams movie, right? If you build it, they will come. Like I just started doing that more and more. And then the people started coming. And it was like, wow, like I have these people, these incredible team with me that want to run. And I'm just so excited. I just want to love on them and just help them with their whys. And so when I promoted to Diamond last year, that was amazing. That was like, oh my gosh, that's my goal. That's my goal. I got to my goal. But I could have stopped there. But then I was like, you know what? No, I'm not going to stop dreaming. And so I'm like, I'm going to dream for something bigger. So that's why I'm like, all right, let's go double. And then I just started putting the work, pouring into people around me. And follow up. Yes, follow up is so huge. Doesn't matter how many times you followed up with somebody, you never know. Their circumstances could have changed in the last week. And maybe they want to order now, or maybe they want to join the business now. So never count anybody out. That is for sure. And then this last month in May, I felt like I was so far away from my goal, but I'm like, I'm not giving up. And on May 31st, I saw Nicole had promoted to double like early in the day. I'm like, yes. And I was like kind of jelly because I was like, oh, I'm gonna late night. I got a late night coming. And so I just started pushing and kept pushing. And it literally was like down to the wire of like it was gonna be midnight central time. And it was like I was waiting and the e-suite was so slow. And then it just happened. And I'm like, yes. And so my why obviously is my kiddos and being able to provide them things and say yes to things and vacations and whatnot. But also my why changed when I started to focus on helping other people because I have people on my team that want to be home full time with their kiddos. And man, like if I could play a part in that, what a blessing that is. And so that's what my new why is helping other people and help them achieve their goals because it's things will happen for me, that's fine, but really what fills my cup is helping other people. And when I shifted that focus to that, it's been a game changer for sure.
Oh, I love that. It's all about growth. We grow our goals and our dreams, our why grows, our team grows, and then our dreams grow even bigger for the team. Oh, it's just so good. I love it. Show these ladies some love in the chat because they're incredible. You're going to be seeing so much more of them this summer. I love them so much. So, at this point, guys, we have a join now code for a few more days. Don't sleep on that. Our corporate team gives us so much help like this, and they're all incredible. And you know what? I feel like they've given us such a wide variety of different types of promos over the years. And the ones they've kind of settled on lately are the ones that work the best and they do the most. They really do. So you should be following up with everyone. Let them know about this Join Now promo, whether it's a BOGO or an add-on, however you want to do it, just do it. Be loud about it. Be loud about the products, about your goals, and just all of the things. People share your story too, because people can relate to that and they want to support you, but they don't know how if you're not sharing your story and you're not loud about everything. So get out there, follow through with everything, follow up and follow through, I guess, is our message for tonight. So I hope you guys have the best week, the best month ever, that we're all claiming these bonuses. I can't wait to see all of the promotion announcements from everyone coming up this month, all the bonuses that everyone's claiming. So that's all we have for tonight. Thank you guys for jumping on tonight.